Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the What If podcast. Today we are going to be talking about if you could use what if you could use 100% of your brain capacity. So I'm your main host for today, Ian,
And Ethan.
and let's get on with it. So
uh,
really,
for, First, I want to say if you haven't listened to our last podcast, check that out.
oh yeah, man.
But yeah. Also, real quick, did your girl ever call you back from the last podcast?
No, she didn't.
Hi.
I was actually just thinking about that this morning, and I was like,
Just wanted
she
to
didn't
ask.
watch
So,
it. So now I can pin that on her. Just be like, oh, if you're really watching, then what happened in episode 4? I mean,
yeah.
but
just
yeah.
just plug our podcast to her every time you see her. Ask if she listened to last episode.
You should start asking too.
Yeah, just randomly text her.
Just like like the day after it comes out, just shoot her a text. Be like, hey, did you watch our last podcast?
Yeah,
I think that'd be funny.
yeah, that would be.
Oh,
Alright.
but
Say a random word throughout the podcast. Have her comment that word.
all right. We will say that random word at 10 minutes.
Okay.
Um,
Uh,
yeah, I'll
I'm
say.
down.
Um, all right. Anyways, let's get on with the podcast. So,
Yeah.
100% of your brain capacity. My question is it going to take into some sort of Lazarus effect, or is it going to go into limitless? Are you going to go psycho, or are you going to be super smart? What do you think?
Um. Okay. One thing I want to clear up before: are we being injected with this chemical that lets us use all of our, I guess, brain capacity, or are we born with 100% of it?
Um, Knowing nowadays, we'd probably be injected, but yeah, let's split this
Yeah.
into two. If we were using it now with an injection, or if we were born with it in the future.
I feel like if we were injected with it, we would all go psycho until the government can get into control.
Yeah.
Only I only say that because we lived our whole lives with only using like 10% at a time, or however much it is, and then randomly the next day we're using all of it. Like, there might be some people that can deal with it, but I think if you're born with it, I have no clue because like there's a ton of variables on it. Like, only because everybody else would be as smart as you. So I think it'd be just like today's society, if
Yeah.
I'm being honest. But if like you were the only one out of however many people are in the world, I feel like you'd be pretty smart
Oh yeah.
for
Um,
sure.
Here's what I think would happen. I feel like if it was a thing, if it was like an injection, they wouldn't
Yeah,
just like amp it up right then and there and give you like the other 90%. I feel like they would slowly um start to transition it and like so like let's say today you're using 10%, you go in tonight, get the injection, you wake up tomorrow, you were using like 20%. Like they'd slowly up the
Yeah.
percentage so you don't blow up and die. Um, so I
Yeah.
feel like if it was possible, if we had figured out like how to do it, then that's how they would do it. That because I mean it'd be the safe way to do it. Um,
Yeah.
because like you don't want a bunch of people running around because they bought this injection at Walmart going psycho.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
Hmm.
like, I I want to be knowing our government. I can totally see them already having something like that.
Yeah, it's
Like,
hidden in Area 51.
yeah, but yeah, I'm not sure how the that'd definitely be the smartest way to handle injection for sure.
Hmm.
Uh, do you think a lot of people would go psycho from it, or just become pretty smart?
Um, it's hard to think about that because like you watch Lazarus Effect and she goes like complete psycho. She's got like telekinesis and crap. Like she's fine at first,
Yeah,
but she gets in her head. So I feel like that could happen without, telekinesis and crap. Like people could get in their head and convince themselves like certain things because they're not used to it. But you also take a look at Limitless. Like you pop this pill, you're fine. Like it's the best feeling ever because you have all access. You have everything that you need to get through however long you're taking it. But in the morning, your side effect is you have a really crappy hangover. So, I mean,
yeah,
I feel like some people would go psycho, but some people would be able to have that like self-control and just be able to control it without freaking out or anything.
yeah, yeah. I definitely do think it's depending on the person for sure.
Mhm.
Because like I feel like if you inject to like Elon Musk, he would do pretty well from his past success.
Dude,
I feel like. But if you inject in someone like Ted Bundy,
yeah.
he he would not handle it well at all for sure.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you look at it though, Bundy was already super smart. Like he was psycho,
yeah,
but the guy was smart, like phenomenal, which made him like even more scary.
but you also would have to take into consideration if I guess like which side of him is more covered up.
Yeah.
I guess like is it the more I guess psychotic side or the more I guess smarter side?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, definitely
but
on that.
I also do think like you'd have to consider the mental illnesses as well. Like,
Yeah.
do you think those would be healed or worsened?
Mental illnesses?
Yeah,
Um, to me it depends if you want it gone or if you want it to like stick around. It's because like at that point you can control most of like everything going on in your body. So, I mean, if you secretly want it there, it's gonna be there. But if you want it gone, like it'll probably just go. And if not, you can think of ways to get it out. Like it it's up to the person, is what I think.
Yeah. I'm not sure, honestly, because like I feel like pretty sure mental illnesses and like those thoughts you get about it
Hmm.
come out of a certain part of your brain. So
Hold on, one sec. Bananas. Okay, continue.
um so yeah, I think it those only come out at a certain part of your brain, and
Hmm.
then I can totally see it going both ways where you're just using more of your brain at a certain time where it's not even a thought no more,
Hmm.
or I can see that area of the brain expanding
Yeah.
and having it more of your brain than it is right now.
Yeah, it could overcome everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
see
I
that.
want I wouldn't say overcome everything, but I would say it would stay as it is right now
Yeah.
for most people, only because you are using more of your brain.
Yeah, true.
It would just take up more of your brain. If that makes sense.
Hmm.
But like that'd be dope too, because pretty sure you'd be able to remember like everything too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It'd be like it'd be cool, but it'd kind of suck because we all have things we don't want to remember. Like,
Yeah,
oh man, we've all got those things. But I feel like even then you could find a way how to block it out or like just throw it away.
yeah. I'm not sure if like how all of that would work. Only because like there isn't really a like a trash bin inside your mind.
Yeah.
Like so, feel like I don't know. Maybe there'd be a way to like rewire your brain where you can keep those, I guess, bottled up in a unhealthy manner. So,
Yeah, true.
right.
So my question is, what would the after effect in our society be? Like, would we have school or I mean, because if you look at it, I feel like we still would have school actually. Like, if you look
Yeah.
at it, you're using your like all of your brain capacity, but you haven't really learned anything as a child. So if you haven't learned anything or you haven't seen anything, then
Yeah.
it's kind of just useless. It like you'll just be sitting there talking to your other 5-year-old friends, be like, "Remember 2 years ago that episode of Dragon Tales on April 5th,
Mhm.
2028?" I don't know.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I totally remember that episode." It's like,
Yeah.
dude,
You definitely.
sorry.
I definitely think you would need school for sure. I. But yeah, I'm not sure. I think it would definitely show a lot of things too. Like not just in the mind, but like I think it'd show how I guess crappy the school system is right now.
Yeah,
Only because we'd have teachers that would I guess be shown that they're not like teaching the right way or whatever,
Yeah.
and then they'd just go into the next grade saying this is what I've learned, and it could be completely different from the next teacher or the next student.
Yeah.
But we also got to think too. I don't know if you've experienced this, but uh, schools like to repeat teaching a subject.
Oh man, yeah.
So I definitely think kids will get smarter in that sense, where they have to start teaching something above that subject for sure.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting.
Yeah,
Like,
it would be interesting.
how do you think it would change society?
Well, theoretically, if everybody had it, like I don't think we'd have homeless people on the streets. I feel like everyone would be living in really nice houses. Um, New things would be invented every single year, and like hundreds of things would be invented. I feel like that'd be one of the main like ideal jobs, like using your brain capacity for inventions for other things, just like medical supplies or video game stuff, TV experience, just like anything. I mean, you could
Yeah.
literally think of anything and then just make it. I mean, that's how it would be. And dude, imagine how memes would be.
Yeah.
They would probably be
Yeah.
super boring.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't know how well the memes would be.
It'd be
Like,
like right now you've got memes. It's like me and the boys at 3 in the morning in the kitchen looking for beans and crap like that. And it's got like a
yeah,
demon in the hallway. It'd
yeah.
be like in the future, it'd be like the H2O molecule drowned itself. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I definitely do think we'd be far more ahead than we are today. But I don't know about the homeless people though.
Well,
I still,
that's what I was saying. Like theoretically, if everybody had it, like including them.
well, I think if everybody had it, I think it'd be the exact same thing today with homeless people. Only because everybody is using 10% of their brain right now.
Yeah.
I, I don't think. I definitely think there might be less homeless people for sure, but I'm not sure if that would fully, I guess, get rid of the whole situation.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I can definitely see it having more job opportunities for sure, which
Yeah.
would decrease the, I guess, population of homeless people.
Oh yeah.
But I do think at the same time, if everybody is trying to do the same thing, it's just going to repeat itself,
Yeah.
where there's going to be people on the streets.
Yeah. True. I guess you're right on that. Like,
Alright. Uh,
I feel like with your point though, I feel like so a lot of homeless people would move up, and then like some people would move down.
yeah.
So
I
like,
can totally see it being like a totally different type of homeless.
Yeah,
Like I I would agree with like their their type of homeless is more so, I guess, middle class men, if you want to consider it like that. Like I
yeah,
feel like people in the middle class would move up on, so they'd be a little more wealthy. I feel like.
yeah,
Well, I do think it sucks about society too that we have to separate everybody into like these lower class and middle class and higher class. Like, but it sucks too because that is the truth.
yeah.
Like,
And I
you
mean,
want to categorize people.
it's
So
different in every country. Like, um, in China, like China's a communist country. It's like everybody gets paid the same for doing different things. It's like
yeah,
the only difference in your pay is how long you work. So like
yeah,
I could be an electrician working, I don't know, 80 hours a week, and let's say some fast food worker decides to work 80 hours a week. We just got paid the same amount of money. So
which is crazy.
I know
Right?
it's ridiculous. And then you come to America where you actually have to work for money. It's like, uh,
Yeah,
yeah, it's I feel like it'd be different in every country. So
yeah, yeah, for
that's
sure.
that's why we, if it's a thing, we just need to keep the brain capacity to ourselves.
Yeah,
Don't tell Europe about it. They'll try and invade and then get killed by our brain power.
yeah,
But
yeah,
like I don't know. Like, oh man, laws. There'd have to be laws towards stuff too, like big time. Um, like restricting certain people from using the injection or being stripped from it
yeah,
because
yeah.
you
That'd
like
be interesting.
you have to think about it. If we're using that much brain capacity, the crime rate, um, it may go up, it may go down, might stay at the same, but I mean, chances are most of the people are going to get away with it because
Yeah,
they know exactly what they're doing and they've
yeah.
figured out and crafted this
I
plan in their mind.
definitely.
You would what?
I was gonna say I definitely think it all depends on who takes more control first, either the government or the people.
Yeah,
So, which way the crime rate would move, I guess.
yeah.
But yeah, what were you saying?
Um, it's just like you're using 100% of your brain. You know exactly what's going on. You know exactly what's doing. You know, like you've got to have an escape plan. You've got to have alternate plans just in case something happens. Like, I mean, who
Yeah,
knows? Who knows? But it'd be more difficult to handle.
yeah. That'd be dope though if the government had created something where it's just like this blank noise or whatever, but it automatically reduces how much brain power you use. So like they could put it in like banks or like stores or whatever, and like right when there's beginning of the robbery or whatever,
Yeah,
just employee has to press that button, and then that all goes down. Like
Yeah,
all the brain powers go down. That's pretty dope.
that'd be pretty cool. Or oh man, what's that movie called? I think it might be Minority Report. Yes. So, have you seen Minority Report?
No, I haven't.
So, in this movie, the murder rate has dropped down to 0% because they have a device that can detect when someone is going to murder someone, and then they could get to the scene and stop it before it even happens. So, maybe they could do something like that with a crime rate and figure all that out. Just like even a
Yeah,
spike of brain activity could trigger it. I mean, that'd be a little bit dangerous because you could just be chilling at home watching a bank robbery movie and be like, what if I robbed a bank and spike, and then
yeah,
2 minutes later there's cops at your door yelling you to get on the ground, and yeah. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be like that. They'd have some sort of control over it, but I'm,
well, it might be like that at first.
yeah,
Like, I can totally see that.
yeah.
Well, I think at the end of the day, we would be in a Black Mirror episode for sure.
Oh, yeah. Dude, this entire discussion topic is a Black Mirror
Yeah,
episode in itself. Like, I'm surprised they haven't done it.
yeah, me too.
Like, they've done what? Video games, what else? Cartoon characters being a president. Uh, Let me see.
They've done
Bringing,
robots before.
yeah, robots, like bringing loved ones back to the life using robotics. So,
Yeah,
brain capacity might be up next.
yeah,
I mean, I'd watch
but
it.
yeah, I would too. Like they even brought pigs into situations.
Oh man,
I
we don't talk about that.
yeah,
That poor guy. Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah. That would suck. But yeah, like that'd be interesting. Like I wonder if like newborns or whatever would be able to like if you were like born with it. Wonder if like they remember uh like inside the womb or whatever.
Probably. I feel like if we had it, we would,
Yeah,
because you would collect all those memories and yeah. I mean, you just collect them and you'd have them there.
yeah. It definitely does depend on the stage in the womb, though, for sure.
Yeah,
Like, even then, I'm not sure. Because, like, I want to say yes, that they would remember. But going back to my point just a sec ago, I feel like a lot of stuff might be the same, only because if everybody is using 10% now, what's the difference from, like, using 100%? Like,
yeah,
I'm not like obviously we'd be able to think more and like think society as a whole could change a little bit, but I think as the mentality rate, I guess it probably be somewhat the same,
yeah,
except more advanced for sure.
yeah. I mean, it's just like you can collect all these other things that you couldn't collect now. So it definitely would be interesting. School would be so easy. Like they give you a study guide, then 2 weeks later, or not even that, you get a test. Like just run back through, find it, it's there.
Yeah, yeah. One test would be so much easier
Oh yeah,
if that were the case. Like,
yeah. Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Look at the chat log. You got it?
So, uh, okay. So, how do you think, like, bananas would affect the future? Like,
Well, bananas, Habana Cabana, banana, like in that
yeah,
Eminem song. Bananas hold potassium. Uh,
yes,
yeah, actually, that's a good thing to talk about food.
yeah.
What would future 100% brain food be?
I'm not sure. Like, I do. I'm not sure on how much they'd influence us as in the future. We use all of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Um, I feel like it'd be the same. They'd just stop processing stuff and, I mean, just ship it out and clean it. Like, really, that's all we need, honestly.
yeah.
Um,
Do you think our senses would improve?
yeah, yeah, I think they would. Because, I mean, your body repairs yourself, right?
Yeah,
But it only starts to repair once it notices it's wrong, like, or
yeah,
what's going on. So, a small implementation or like a small effect going on will spike in your brain and it'll send those waves down and fix it even faster, like, because it's even stronger and it can detect, like, it would most likely detect more things going on within your body, like not only what's going on up in your head but everything. I'm not saying like if you break your leg your body's going to heal your leg in like a day, obviously. That's going to need medical attention, but small things like a sinus thing, like let's say you get a stuffy nose or whatever, like,
yeah.
or a,
Like,
like, maybe even a fever. If you have a fever, there's probably something that you could do about that. I don't know, but
yeah,
it's definitely cool to think about.
yeah. I wonder. Like, I'm on the same page as you are right now with that. Like, but I wonder if they would be able to like find a cure for like blindness in the future,
Yeah,
like, or like find a cure for cancer, all that.
yeah, probably. I mean, it'd be worth a shot.
Yeah,
We'd most likely have all the information to deal with that stuff. And if not, then
yeah.
oh well. Sorry, but
How do you think our government would change with all that
um,
with using 100% of their brain power?
there's two ways it could go. It could fix 100% of flaw and be the perfect system, or it could think that it fixed 100% of the flaw and become a utopian society, meaning, everyone thinks it's perfect, but what goes on behind the scenes is actually not good and
Yeah,
it's not healthy. Um, I mean,
yeah, I can see
and at the
that.
same time, like, it depends who's running it. because America's different than most places. It's not like you elect a king and a queen, they have a kid, they die, the kid becomes like the leader. It's like, no. It's like you elect someone, they've got this X amount of time. And then X amount of time is up to where they can run and become Y amount of time. And then add those together,
Yeah.
yada yada yada. But like it's different than a lot of places. A lot of places they've got, like England's got the or not just England, the UK, they've got the Queen. Let me see. Korea's got, well, not all of Korea, but they've got their dictator. They've got Kim Jong Un. Russia's got Putin, and I still have no idea what he is. If he's a dictator or a president, or I don't know, dude. I feel like that guy's been in the game for too long. But
Yeah.
like
Yes.
each
Sure.
country is run different,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it depends.
Yeah. I'm not sure how our government would end up. Because, like, if you really think about it, like, Trump, as of right now, like, if tomorrow we all got that injection, Trump wouldn't know more than we do, for sure. Like,
Um. Oh,
he's,
yes and no. Like education wise, he'd probably have us beat just because he has been around that knowledge system. Um, like he would be smarter than you and I
yeah,
for sure, just because he went to school for all this stuff we didn't. Like he'd just have more access to it, just like we'd have more access to what we learned in school or what's been going on in our lives. Not only that, like the presidents, man. Like every single president has learned something about our economy that they didn't know before.
yeah. Well,
And
I definitely think there's going to be not one president in the future. I think it's going to be a whole head of people that run a country.
yeah, I could see
Uh,
it.
Only because, like, yeah, we could have one person that knows more than the other, but people are too curious where if our brain is that size, we want to be learning 24/7. Like,
Yeah.
so I think people will eventually be smarter with their money and then go to college and learn all the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think, because, like, if one man knows everything, like the next man knows, then what's the giant difference, I guess?
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's my view take on
So, government wise, I can see it going either. It could go one of two ways for me. They could do it, you were saying, build like a head of people running it, like build this completely new, completely different way of like societal living,
it. Yeah,
or they could take what we have now and perfect it and make it different, make it better, make it stronger. So, I mean, there's definitely benefits of both um, ideals. Like, or, I mean, for the hell of it, they could just mix together, really, if they really wanted to.
yeah.
they could have a capitalist society, but have a whole head running it instead. Just with a couple changes here and there.
Yeah. I wonder if like they would eventually realize how dumb beef with other countries is, and would like. I wonder if they'd ever create, I guess, a worldwide government
Yeah,
where there's a group that runs the whole world. Uh, that'd be interesting.
yeah, it'd be interesting. I feel like it'd fall through though, just because
I'm,
like,
I'm
I
not
mean,
sure, honestly.
like, yeah, they've got all this stuff and they have all this knowledge. They could realize some stuff, but um, like it really just depends on the person is the thing. And
Yeah,
I mean, it's difficult. Like a world running society, that'd be interesting because like you'd have China yelling at us, be like, well, we want the world to be a communist society. And then you've got America. We're like, no, let's go with capitalism. That's what we've been doing for years. Then you've got other smaller countries. They're like, okay, but we want to run with socialism. And like they'd all have to come in agreement or make something that benefits in every single way, make a quote unquote perfect system.
yeah,
Which, even then, with however many people running, because here's what I'm guessing would happen. If that were a thing with the societal, like, issues, as in everybody, like every country, they would end up choosing a representative from each country or like two reps from each country. That's a lot of people because I
yeah,
mean you don't want um, Russia coming up with their guy, but Ukraine being shut down because they're smaller. Um, like they wouldn't be
yeah.
happy about that.
That's true.
So I mean it'd be a lot of people, it'd be a lot of brain power, but it could also be a lot of flaw and misunderstanding at the same time.
Yeah, I can totally see them doing something like they let a president or whatever the countries like how they run, but like they let someone, I guess, run for 8 years, and then they elect someone new, and then that past president or whatever would move up to the, I guess, world government. So each country would have their own separate personal ways, but overall we'd be in a, I guess, agreement of how things, like how each country should handle things, something like that.
Okay.
Like, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if we would have like, I guess, worldwide government run each government. Like, I think we'd have like our government will run America our way, and then same for each country. But then have the worldwide government make sure everything's at peace right now,
Yeah.
and if not, what we should do. And I think it'd definitely help for communication purposes too, for sure.
Yeah. It it'd be kind of like having a mom and dad to a country. It's like uh Iran, you tried to bomb Iraq. Just say you're sorry and be done with it.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty
yeah,
funny actually.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny actually.
I,
But
I'd, I'd laugh at that.
yeah. Um, yeah. How do you feel music would change? Like, do you think it would change much?
Mm, not really. I mean, maybe the verbiage and some other stuff that goes on in music, just like lyrical separation or combination might be different, but um, overall, though, I don't really think it would change.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I definitely can see it. Like, I definitely can see concerts not being a thing though.
Really?
I only say, yeah, I only say that because like, I don't know, maybe like, I don't, I don't know because like, if people are becoming that smart, I can see it being like people would have created like a, I guess, a projection of the concert in like their own room.
Yeah.
Like, I think, and I can definitely see some people just being like, I am just trying to learn, not really trying to go to this concert. Like, but yeah, I'm not sure how exactly that would end up because I can see it going both ways for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the thrill of going to a concert, though, it's going to see a live performance. So, I mean, a lot of people would be disappointed if concerts weren't happening anymore. I know for sure I'd be disappointed.
Yeah, for sure. But I also do think we would find something, I guess, better to um yeah, I guess better to get that thrill of excitement.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, like with technology improving at least that fast and then people I feel like will eventually get a new spark of interest at the first possibly couple years and where concerts wouldn't be as fun as they, I guess, were to a person. So I think I can definitely see concerts dying down for like a couple years, and then concerts start coming back up because people miss them or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Man,
But
you know what though?
what?
We get a good night's sleep if we had brain capacity like that because you would be so
You think
exhausted.
so?
Oh yeah, dude, we'd be so exhausted at the end of the day. I feel like I feel like legally we would have to change laws for the sleep encounter. It'd be like, okay, you've got this day to work and tomorrow you gotta sleep all day. Because, I mean, you're using 100% of your brain capacity. 100%. That is a lot compared to what we're doing now. And if we're exhausted at the end of the day with what we're doing now, I bet you we are going to be so much more tired using up that brain capacity because it's gears just running and running and running and running like at like crazy speeds, and you've just got crazy stuff going on all the time, and
Yeah, that is true.
I'd crash. I'd pass out dead for an entire day.
Yeah. I can definitely see that being like what happens for a while if we all got like injected with it.
Yeah,
But I also do feel like uh people with like insomnia, like I don't think they're gonna be as exhausted as some people are.
yeah,
Like I do think also I don't well I can see people with like that people that overthink for sure.
oh yeah,
Like I do, because throughout the day you'll probably memorize a lot of stuff. So
yeah,
I can see them overthinking on like I should have handled this way better, or should have handled this uh, like a completely different way. So I can see them just freaking out too much
I could
and
see
just
myself doing that, honestly.
yeah. Only because I know I've kept myself up just overthinking for sure,
Yeah,
and I don't think I definitely do think that if within the week I got injected with that, I would be exhausted for a while because, like you're saying, I'd be using a lot throughout the day.
yeah,
But over time, once you get used to it, I think it's just going to be the same as I am right now. Like, and we also got to think, are we actually using 100% of our brain every day? Like, so
true.
that's a lot of that's a lot of area we have to touch in our brain.
Yeah,
Even though our brain is pretty small, that still is a lot of area.
yeah, true.
Alright. Yeah, I feel like it all depends on the person. Yeah. I definitely see these like smarter, I guess bigger people like Elon Musk. He would be exhausted throughout the day for sure.
Oh yeah,
Like, but that's, I think it depends on how you want to live your life, I guess. I I definitely do think if you're trying to learn more, you'd be exhausted more too.
yeah,
But on the other hand too, I do feel like the more brain power you use throughout the day might require more, I guess, hours of sleep.
yeah,
Because adults right now, I think, require between like 5 to 8 hours sleep every day. But if their brain capacity is, like, I guess, enlarged by 10,
yeah,
but then you'd probably have like a whole day to sleep. So,
yeah.
do you think do you think people's like social status would die down? Like, do you think people will be more social with each other or less?
Probably more, honestly. Um, just because like I don't know, we've got more stuff to talk about, we've got more stuff to think about, more stuff to learn. How are you gonna learn if you don't communicate?
Yeah, I can see it going both ways for sure. Like, I definitely can see people being way more have way more communication with each other.
Yeah.
But I also do think it depends on who you surround yourself with. Because I feel like if you surround yourself with people that know the pretty much the same things you do, there's not going to be a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, true.
But if you surround yourself with, I guess, either lower or higher classmen than you are currently in that set or mindset, then you would have way better communication for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. So, I mean, that's just it's a crazy thing to think about.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's crazy. It's a good topic though.
Yeah,
So, I mean, I really enjoy the topic.
yeah. Do you think? Yeah. Do you think sports is going to change that much?
Mm, maybe in a more so strategic way. Like strategies would be different. Um, I don't think rules or anything like that would change, but I feel like the strategies would definitely be different.
Yeah, yeah. I can't see it changing much at all. Like,
Yeah, yeah, sports would probably be in that zone of nothing really happened, or at least to me it would.
yeah. Do you think there would be more teams at all,
Probably.
or do you think?
Well, I know they have been talking about it. Like it's been a thing for a while. Like, 'cause they want to get Hawaii on the board.
I didn't hear about that. That'd be dope.
Oh yeah. So, hey man, maybe even get Idaho on the board. Probably won't happen, but you know.
Yeah. We would have our mascot be a potatoes.
Yeah,
Like,
either potatoes or farmers.
yeah. I do think Idaho would be a. I think it would have massive people.
Yeah, dude.
Like, only because a lot of us are farmers.
Yeah, I feel like Idaho would kick butt in football.
Yeah.
We've got
Definitely.
all those farm boys, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it for today.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
Oh, no, I think I'm set. I think we got through the topic
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
well and had a good discussion on it. Wow,
Yeah.
under an hour, man. This is our shortest
Yeah.
podcast yet. Well,
Dang.
don't
Yeah.
forget to like and subscribe. I will leave our email and our Instagram. Not only that, I will leave a YouTube channel link to a reaction channel called Mediocre Reactions. We're swapping shoutouts, so subscribe to him, like his videos, and keep up with him. Anything you got to say about that?
Yeah. To Ian's girlfriend. You better comment that word. Like,
Uh,
I'm playing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, Obviously follow our Instagram if possible. But other than that, um, that's about it.
yep. Oh, I've said this for like 2 podcasts and I forgot to say it now. If you send in discussion topics through direct message on Instagram or through email, send us your social media and just any platform, doesn't really matter, and we'll give you a shout out and the video of your discussion topics. So yeah, go ahead and send that through and we'll get that done.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. And we will see you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.